Hey y'all, Knox here with the American Suppressor Association, and welcome to the January 2023 Suppressor Policy Update. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's dive in. The hottest topic this month is something most of you are probably already tracking, the finalization of ATF's pistol brace ruling. In case you're living under a rock, the basic gist of the new rule is that almost every gun utilizing a stabilizing brace will now be considered a rifle, meaning all those pistols with barrels under 16 inches will become short barrel rifles and thus subject to the National Firearms Act. As part of the rule, ATF created a 120-day forbearance period, during which anyone who possesses a pistol with a stabilizing brace can submit a tax-free Form 1 application to register their firearm as an SBR. Before the final rule came out, ASA petitioned the Office of Management and Budget as well as ATF, explaining that a sudden influx of hundreds of thousands to millions of NFA applications would bring the suppressor world to a standstill. After all, in 2022, ATF received 488,260 tax-paid NFA applications, which includes all Form 1s and Form 4s for suppressors, short-barrel rifles, short-barrel shotguns, machine guns, destructive devices, and any other weapons combined. That's literally everything. Of those 488,000 applications, ATF was able to process just north of 391,000 of them. While that's more than twice as many as they processed in 2021, doubling or tripling the number of applications that hit NFA examiners' desks would have catastrophic effects. Our proposed solution to OMB and ATF was simple: create a completely separate pipeline for any new Form 1 submitted as a result of this rule. Thankfully, they listened. On multiple occasions at SHOT Show, ATF leadership, including Director Dettelbach himself, committed to using non-NFA division resources to process these Form 1s. That means business as usual for the existing NFA examiners, who will continue processing suppressor and other normal NFA applications without the tsunami of new Form 1s impacting their work. Parallel to that, ATF will pull resources from other departments to process any and all applications received as a result of the 120-day tax forbearance period. To be clear, ASA is not a fan of this rule. By contradicting a decade of precedent that they themselves set, ATF is grossly overstepping their authority, and we hope this rule is struck down in court. However, their decision to bifurcate the NFA registration process is a monumental silver lining to an otherwise lousy situation. For more in-depth information, be sure to check out our video on the pistol brace ruling. On the legislative front, Representative Jeff Duncan has reintroduced the Hearing Protection Act, the legislation we helped draft to remove suppressors from the NFA. At the time of filming, there are 58 co-sponsors signed on, with many more to come. On the state side, 2 bills were introduced seeking to outright ban suppressors. In Virginia, House Bill 2240 was introduced by Delegate Dan Helmer. The bill was heard by the House Public Safety Subcommittee No. 1 on Thursday, January 26, during which I testified in opposition. The subcommittee voted 6-4 in favor of killing the bill, ending any shot it has of becoming law this session. Special thanks to Chairman Freitas and the 5 other delegates who voted in opposition to this nonsensical legislation. In New Mexico, Senator Bill Soules dropped Senate Bill 171, an AR ban that includes a provision to ban the manufacture, sale, barter, trade, gift, transfer, or acquisition of suppressors in the land of enchantment. It has been referred to both the Senate Health and Public Affairs and the Judiciary Committees, but at the time of this filming has not been scheduled for a hearing. Defending against suppressor bans is ASA's top priority. We are closely monitoring the situation in New Mexico and will be on the ground in Santa Fe to fight this ill-informed and unconstitutional legislation. Well, that's it for your January Suppressor Policy Update. As always, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next month.
As a nonprofit, our job is to fight for your rights, and we could not do it without your support. Your membership and your donations fund our fights in Washington, D.C. and in state capitals across the country. I promise that the American Suppressor Association will not stop fighting until suppressors are removed from the National Firearms Act and are legal to own in all 50 states. Help us protect your right to protect your hearing by making sure your membership in the American Suppressor Association is active. Visit us at asamember.com to join or renew today. That's asamember.com.